This will be a meditation from a book by Ted Andrews, The Enchantment of the Faerie Realm. And it's from the chapter, The Warmth of the Fire Spirits. And it's called The Meeting of the King of the Salamanders. Now close your eyes and take several deep breaths to relax. Breathe in the sun. Know that with every breath, you are aligning with the fire element more closely. Feel the atmosphere around you. Notice how the sun dances upon your face and body. Can you hear it as it caresses you? Now breathe in deeply again of the sun's energy, and know that you are calling forth your own personal salamander to help you in the meeting of the King of the Fire Element. As you relax, begin to visualize the scene changing around you. You are standing at the base of a great volcano. The earth about you is charred and parched. Steam rises sporadically from cracks and fissures in the earth. The sun is strong upon your face. The whole area appears parched and lifeless, but you are stimulated, and you know that with each breath, you seem to draw more energy into you, as if you were to draw it in and radiate it back out again. As you breathe deeply, the earth trembles beneath your feet. You raise your eyes to the mouth of the volcano above you. Steam and flames erupt suddenly from it, filling the air with heat and light. The colors of the flame are so intense, so strong that the sun is lost behind them, and then just as suddenly, all is still. You are not afraid. Instinctively, you know that in spite of the activity, there is no danger. In fact, you are thrilled, and you feel more alive than you have felt in ages. Then again, the earth trembles beneath your feet. Some of the fissures and cracks begin to whiten. Fire and steam pours out from them. It is beautiful. You are amazed at the play that the flames through the stream as they rise up, shifting and dancing. And then you notice something seems to move towards you. At first fearful of what its temperature might be, you are surprised to find it warm and soothing. There is a powerful gentleness to it, and it borders on the erotic, but energizes you at all levels. It is a fire that doesn't burn. As the steam forms around you, the volcano disappears from view, and so does the sun. You are immersed in the swelling steam and dancing flames, and then it begins to change, and as you peer through them, you see a vague outline of a form. The flames and steam actually seem to be dancing about, as if they were the center of life and activity. Somehow you know that this must be Jin, king of the element of fire. You whisper his name, more to yourself than to him, but then the flames respond. You feel warm air rush around you, as though you are being breathed upon, and flames and steam shift even more. The figure becomes more defined. A second time you speak his name, this time louder, bolder, and in direct form. The flames rise in response, increasing their activity and giving forth more light. The steam shifts and begins to dissipate. The fire becomes even more distinct and even begins to move. A third time you speak the name of Jin. You sing it out loud and clear, passionately, as if you are becoming inflamed yourself. The steam parts, the flames rise and then disappear. Jin steps forward and stands before you. He is tall and looks like a traditional genie of the lore. He is dressed in brilliant reds and oranges, and you are sure you can see tiny flames dancing in his eyes. His face is passionate and strong, and the energy comes off him in waves, like heat rising from the road on a summer's day. Occasionally, tiny flames leap up and then disappear around him. He motions his hand to follow him, and you feel a rush of warm air. He begins moving to the mouth of the volcano, and you follow. At the edge, you look down and see the molten earth and fires in his heart. Jin reaches down and draws a tiny flame out from the volcano, and then takes one of your hands and holds your palm up. Your eyes widen, fearful of what the flame might do. You try to pull back, and its eyes fix yours, and a wave of courage and strength fills your being. Your head steadies, and you nod to him. He places the flame upon the palm of your hand. You laugh, for it tickles. It doesn't burn at all. Jim smiles briefly at your amazement and wonder as you watch the flame dance within your hand. Fire is essential to life. Yes, it can burn and destroy, but it also soothes and creates. You could not exist without fire, nor could anything upon this planet. Wherever life exists, fire also exists, from the heart of this planet to the heart of the human. His voice is filled with great warmth and compassion. You expected one of such an element to speak with a force of great fires. You expected his energy to overwhelm you. When we learn to control our passions, we have control under that which we create. When we have no control over our passions, our inner fire, we are at the mercy of whatever fire we may be burning. With no control, life plays you, rather than you playing it. The key to controlling the outcome of one's life is the control of the fire elements. You must develop the courage to dance with it, burn the old with it, and stimulate new birth. Jin takes the flame from the palm of your hand and drops it back into the volcano. As it touches the center, a ripple of flame spreads out from the point to form a circle of fire. In the midst, images begin to form. You see the earth and the sun and the force of its fire and essential life upon earth. You see the changes in seasons and how the raising and lowering of temperatures is the catalyst to stages of growth for plants, animals, and humans. Then you see yourself and the fires of your own metabolism. You see how vigorous physical exercise stimulates activity of the fire element within you, and you see how it's tied to sexuality and eroticism, physical and mystical. Then the images change. You see the passions you have to leave behind and you didn't act upon. You see those times you used your fires to show courage and strength, if only to fulfill the responsibilities of your life. You see the ideals you wish to explore, and you see where you stepped from them into easier, safer paths. The images shift again. You see times in which you expressed courage and succeeded, and you see yourself shining with the fire at such times. And the times you went through great changes and upheaval, and you see your own fires growing stronger to help you. You see the many times you have ended people that have left your life, taking with them some of your fire. And you see the many times people and situations have arisen, stimulating new sparks of fire for you. Most never understand how to use my element. Fire gives courage and strength when there is no one else to depend on. Fire enables us to live, which is no longer beneficial. Fire enables us to see new opportunities. Yes, fire destroys, but you cannot have destruction without creation. Learning to work with fire is learning to follow your own passions and your own rhythms. Every fire burns unique to itself. It has its own dance pattern, its own rhythm. As you follow your own rhythms, your fires grow stronger, and you find that which did not work now will. As you learn to attune the element of fire and those of us who work and live with it, Your passion for life will increase. You will find your own personal rhythms for living, and you will find and encourage them. It is then that life takes on a new light, and no matter what the ashes of your present life circumstances may be, you will rise up from them like the phoenix. Then it disappears. Jin extends his hand back into the molten lava of the volcano. As he draws it, you see him holding a piece of flint. He places it within your hand, and as he does, flames and steam rise from all and fissures around this volcano. The sun reflects from it, and for a moment you are sure that the flash of light from the flint has a musical sound. This is the sign of my promise to work with you and help open the mysteries of fire to you. Fire is powerful, and many societies made sacrifices to gods and goddesses of this element. It burns while it heals, it destroys while it creates. It strengthens and impassions by learning to work with it. You will learn to bring your greatest passions into manifestation. You will learn what you must release in order to fulfill. It carries great responsibilities. If you can accept this, your passions will grow. You will become catalytic in your life and in the lives of others for good or bad. You will learn to burn away the dross of your life to reveal the light of gold beneath. You will find the law of cause and effect manifesting more clearly and more rapidly for good and bad. You will learn about physical and spiritual alchemy, and your old self will die so that a new self may be born. If you are unsure of this commitment, leave the flint upon the edge of the volcano. Here it will always remain until time in which you choose to take it upon yourself. The choice is always yours. The flames from the volcano rise up, extending 10 feet above. Jin nods to you and steps to the edge of the midst in the flames. They dance around him, growing stronger and brighter, and then they drop quickly down into the volcano itself. The only sign of Jin is the warmth that rises from the lava. You hold the piece of flint before you and examine it. You look at the flames of the inner volcano and the rays of the sun dancing off its edges. The act of striking flint to make fire is powerful and significant. You breathe deeply to the ethereal flames within the air above you. You make your decision, and the image of the volcano and sun begins to fade. You find yourself back where you started at the beginning of this meditation.